Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasifunde incwadi ebhalwa ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sokhuluma ngazo le incwadi lezi sixoxela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunde incwadi nalabo abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews ama recaps. Siphinde futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Namhlanje ke sizokwenza i-full review ye Living the Dream with Somizi season 5 episode 4. We really are living the dream through the TV with Somizi. Anyway, you guys, let's get into what happened on this episode. So today, you guys, as we all know, last episode, which was episode 3, we ended with Somizi planning this birthday party, and obviously we didn't see the party at the thing in that episode. So today it is the day of the party, you guys, and as we know, the theme, they say the theme was the glitz. So wonke umuntu becwebezela in that party. Ayafika my guest land, the place is looking beautiful, people are looking beautiful, so I'm not even gonna talk about it because we're kuhle. Okay, we all know Somizi. So bayafika celebrities like about Judith Sephuma, abo Brunettes from Real Housewives of Joburg. Bayibuya nini Real Housewives of Joburg, abo Brunettes, abo Peltusi, or Leroy. I was like, Leroy, is this the Leroy, the famous one? Is that the one, guys? Is that the Leroy Wabobani, Mihlali and what's not? Yeah, so no Casper, those people, that group, Somizi. So the party is starting. They talk about the slick talk fights. I guess they were shooting the show just after the party. They talk about that situation, slick talk. Honestly, I think the celebrities take Ulokuzano slick talk too seriously. I think that he's playing, but it doesn't look like he's really like playing. That's how I take the way that Ukespa takes slick talk. I think that's the way that we're supposed to all take slick talk. Like, no, the guy is just trying to make it on YouTube, guys. Don't take it too personally. Anyway, they talk about that fight, and Usomizi just jokes about how maybe he should organize a fight between him and Mohale, and Mohale is going to be Slick Talk. Who do you think will win that fight, guys? Hey, but Usomizi fits. But Eyamadoda Ayipheli. You know what that means? It's Zulu, so it means good. It's on site. It's on site. You know when somebody says it's on site, it means whenever I see you, whenever we meet. Iqhubeka lapho, that's what he says. Ukuthi Eyamadoda Ayipheli kusho Somizi. Asazi ke noma it's like that now when he meets Mohale. I wonder if they've been in like the same places ever since they went their separate ways, or after they went their separate ways. That was it. They don't spend time together, they don't see each other. But anyway, on the show it looks like we're not gonna see Mohale at all being part of the show. Anyway, the party, he does the speech, he's thanking his guests. I guess, he feels like he needs to thank the people that have been there. He's been through a lot, you guys. He's been through a lot, because went through a divorce, the audio, not really a divorce because they're not divorced yet, I guess, because he's still, sometimes I'm confused, like, are you divorced or not divorced, and what? How do we know that Mohale didn't get anything? Maybe it's confused. I'll go to the show was shot a while ago, but he's also living now. So when he's posting, confused. He's posting already. Mohale. Anyway, so where was I? Like he's thanking them because he's gone through a lot. The separation with Mohale, the audio came out, and then there was another audio with the guy that said that he wanted to do what with him, so he feels like the people that have stuck with him, are really he deserves to thank them. I was surprised that Ulosha Cooper was not there at the party. It didn't feel like it was family members were there, so it was just his friends, that were there. And obviously Vusinova was there and he's thanking him and whatever. They really look like they're really like best friends. I wonder if it's best friends with benefits. But this is just me liking indaba nje. I wonder ngempela ukuthi ene there's no benefits like at all, no benefits, like, you know. And guys, I think we need a reality show of Vusinova, like, only because ngithanda indaba. Like, I just want to know more about his life. I want to know. I don't know if you guys are feeling like that. Like, we need a reality show, even if it's just one season, you know. One very short season, one season with just 5 episodes, you know, or 6 episodes. That's all we need. There's something that I need to know about Vusinova somehow. Anyway, he does a speech as well. It's a friendly speech, like he's doing a toast, kahle kahle. And everybody seems like they seem to be having fun at the party. It's all rich people at the party. They say if you're not rich, they will make you rich. I want to be at that party because I want to be rich. Listen, even if I become rich like at 79 and die at 80, like I just need a year of being rich, at least, even if it's just 6 months of being rich. I must be rich before I die. That's my whole point. Anyway, and then the next scene, he's packing Mohale's clothes. I was like, is he really packing all of this time? Mohale hasn't collected his clothes. What the hell is he wearing? I just saw a couple of shoes, designer shoes, of course, and some suits, like coats and stuff. Then he was packing in the boxes, and I was like, this scene might just not be what they want us to think it is. Those boxes looked empty when he was lifting them up to put them outside. I just feel like Mohale ka Thailand impahla zakhe, because really he's not rich like Somizi. He's not gonna have impahla zakhe lapha ka Somizi angazilandi, because he needs them. Remember, Mohale kana imali as much as Somizi. So how are his clothes at Somizi's house and he hasn't come to fetch them? You know, that scene didn't convince me. But I guess it was just like closure for him, wrapping up things, you know, finally. And he put them outside. He said they will take the stuff to where Mohale is. I guess somebody else will take the stuff there, not Gutiena. He will drive there, you know. Anyway, it's never a good idea to see an ex. You know, they say closure is for the weave. You must not really be sitting here hoping that you're going to get closure with your exes. No, don't seek it. And the next scene, it was them. They're taking a trip to Cape Town, but it's just family. It's none of his friends are there. It's just family. Even though they didn't take the time to really explain to us who is who, or maybe it's people that have been there during last season. They assume that we know who these people are, but I didn't know who these people are. But they were just family. There were some kids there. They're taking a vacation as a family. And I was like, as I never really think of like just us as family. I've taken trips with friends, and we try and go on a trip now like every year. But I was like, it would be nice to go as a family. But I'm just wondering, it's stress with the family. But I thought it was nice just to go away with just family, you know. And they're in Cape Town, and I guess because they were not flying at the same time. And my figure, she looks like she's not in the mood, like they didn't have Ilokuzana. A nice flight, and also is complaining it's just because she wanted to fly business class or something, and she was flying a lot of them, so he couldn't, not that he couldn't afford, he decided it was gonna be too much, because I'm sure Somizi can afford it. Anyway, and they get there, there's a room allocation. They say whoever can run fast will get the room. It's just a fun part, guys, of like taking a vacation with like the family. And I thought that it was great. Honestly, I do think that there is that I don't know if I want to say, there is something like tension between Ubahome no Babwak. I do feel like Ubahome would like to be closer to her dad than she actually is, and I don't think like physically closer, like you are here in the same room with me. I think emotionally there's that emotional connection that she's missing with her dad. So sometimes I feel like she's overly sensitive to what izinto ubabake says sometimes when there's a group of people, and I feel like this is what was going on here with them. There is something that needs to be resolved when it comes to both of them. I feel like maybe she feels like they're not connecting like she would like them to connect. Anyway, the following morning, Somizi says his favorite thing to do is to cook breakfast. Like, I would like to go on a trip with someone like Somizi, because when I go on trips, I don't want to touch. But we also have a friend of ours who likes to cook, and we always make sure she's there. My trips. You know, he says it's his favorite thing to cook. He's making breakfast for everybody. They're sitting, they're having breakfast. It just all looks all nice and relaxing. And then Bahumi, I think at some point, like during the diary session, she was asked to go see how does she feel, how did she feel growing up with a gay dad. She says, listen, for me, I never thought about it. My dad was my dad, and I didn't know the difference between a dad that is not gay and a dad that is gay, because a dad that is gay is all that I knew. Honestly, you guys, I've said this even in my other video that I did about my grandfather being a polygamist, that I said, so one thing about raising children is that all that children need is love. You know, they need to be loved and taken care of. This thing you're going to see obsessed over you, kids cannot be raised by gays and lesbians. They cannot be raised by who are they going to call a father, who are they going to call a mother, who are they, you know, it's irrelevant when kids, you know, if you raise your kids and you love them and you're there for them, that's all that you need. And I think that's what she's expressing here. Go see, for her it was just her dad, you know, it wasn't a gay dad, it was her dad, and she didn't think about it that much. And Somizi takes a call from Umam Lilian Dube. She says Umam Lilian Dube is like a mother to him. Then he's so lucky though to have that. You know, when you lose your mother, it's hard to find somebody that can almost replace that role. She says Lilian Dube is like a mother, but she also is his mom. They're just having a conversation about him being in Cape Town. Mom Lilian Dube is being a mom, saying we must go to a funeral. And as a funeral, but to Lilian Dube is like, you have to go to the funeral. And then she's asking for money. But Somizi explains, Lilian Dube is like any other mother. It's like, just because you are her child, she's always going to ask for money. And it's not that she needs the money, it's something that she always does. She does the same thing that her mom used to do, you know. I like that for him, because I like that Somizi has that, you know. It's not everybody that gets to have that after you lose your mom. And then they get into a conversation about what Bahumi is gonna be doing the following year, I guess in 2022, since she graduated. She said that she wants to do a podcast, and she's applied to 2 production companies, and she doesn't have a reply yet. She's waiting to hear what they will say. And Somizi expresses that he hopes Bahumi is able to use his name to get ahead in life. What would be the point of him working so hard to not use his name, you know? But a lot of the times kids of the celebrities will say they want to make it on their own, but they never really make it on their own, because if we know that your father is Somizi, there is no way that when someone is making a decision on whether to give you a job or not, they don't consider that you are Somizi's daughter. And I think it would be impossible for her to say, I'm just gonna make it on my own, you know. And it's always just going to affect how people think about you. And then later on, Somizi calls Umam Kize, Shonim Kize. He wants 2 numbers. He wants the numbers of the lawyers that help Umam Kize with the tax issues, and also the divorce lawyer. I don't know why he wants a divorce lawyer, because he was never married. You know, why do you want a divorce lawyer? You were never married. You were practicing for the movie. You were rehearsing for a movie. So now, why do you want a divorce lawyer? You are confusing us. But yeah, I guess he says that he got a letter from Mohale's lawyers to say Mohale wants 50%. I will believe it when I see that letter because I don't know. I don't believe it. But I know that, whether you believe it or not, both of us, I don't have proof. Now, if you believe it, you don't have proof, because we haven't seen that letter, And I think because Mohale doesn't talk about it, it makes you feel like maybe it's just something that is made up for the show. But then they talk a little bit about with Umamkize, ukuthi bazobonana kuphi wathi Umamkize is out of the country. Hey, lowa mama lowa uphile enye impilo nje yakhe yedwa la. She should just move to Mars. Because uphile yakhe yedwa engaphilwa la emhlabeni nathi siyazi impilo kaMamkize siyazi. UMamkize had ikameli in her part. Where have you ever seen a camel in South Africa? I mean, really, guys, no mama alone. They should just move to her own planet alone up here there. But she says she's gonna send the Umamkize. They even showed that storyline on her show where she had issues of it takes. I guess Somizi too. Usals has approached him about owing it takes. Honestly, you guys, there is this way to deal with SARS that when they call you, it says a lot of the times when they say you owe money, you usually just owe money. They're the hardest people to negotiate with because when they say you owe money, they've investigated already. So a lot of the times it's to say, listen, okay, I can pay 500 rand a month for the next 6 months or something for us who owe that little when we owe SARS, So a lot of the times that's better to just do that. Listen, let's talk about it. What if I just for the next 3 months I'm gonna give you 1,000 rands? A lot of the times when they say you owe, you really do owe. So, but I don't know when it comes to the artists and stuff. Like I would think that instead of just wasting money on the lawyers, just pay the money because SARS is the only institution where they will follow you around to pay you the money. Like if they've overcharged you, they will find you. Listen, come here, here's your money. So I don't think it's a lot of the times by Europa now when it comes to tax, but you never know, And so he gets through that call. He tells Umamkize ukuthi Mohale wants the 50%. Umamkize is like, abantu sizosebenza bese befuna ama 50%. Listen, you guys, when it comes to the 50% thing, I don't feel sorry for Somizi, even if Mohale wants that 50% and he gets the 50%, because I do not understand when you've worked so hard and you have so much that you just got married without a prenup. Like we did sakbuga washad umshado how many days, 15,000 days, and you just all of those days you didn't think to do a prenup. Now that's the part that I just don't understand from Somizi. Because you are marrying somebody that has absolutely nothing when it comes to like assets and stuff, but you decide you're going to get married and not do a prenup. I don't understand. That's why I'm not even feeling sorry for him with this situation. But anyway, the next scene, they're doing like family game nights in Khalisili, family game nights. What do you call that? Is it 50 seconds? That game that they were playing. There's always that, like I said, there's always that tension between Uba Home and Uba Boake. There's also a competition when they're playing games, but the games overall were fun, and it's always nice to listen to commentary Somizi at the same time when he's doing diary session and he's explaining about Osman they don't want to play because by tomorrow's over. So that part was funny. And the games really look like it was fun, and everybody looks like they had a bit of fun. And yeah, I thought it was really it was a great episode, you guys. But we don't go through the episode without talking about Mohale. Every episode there is Mohale being mentioned, and the next episode as well, apparently there's going to be a Mohale scene as well, where Somizi, I think he gets a call from Mohale, so we're gonna find out what that is about. But yeah, guys, there was episode 4, and yeah, we're going to see how this goes. It's fun, it's so able to watch, like I say, and it's fun because you just get to see him living this great life, going on vacations, going on trips. It's fun to watch. You can hardly say it's boring, so if you have time, just go and watch the show, you guys. Anyway, this was the show for today. I'm glad that we didn't see Bahomi's mom this time. I don't know, we've seen her too much. We've seen it too much on this show. But anyway, like this video before niphume kuyona, please share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.